Hi, this is Matt with Inmate Search Info. Today we're going to be looking at how to find Nevada inmates. The Nevada Department of Corrections offers an offender search based on either an offender ID, that would be a Nevada Department of Corrections offender ID, or based on a name. As you can see from the page, it's a pretty stripped down search. I don't know what this wildcard thing means. Obviously, it means something to someone. There is some data here that is apparently something you can download. I wasn't able to do so, but it's a little stripped down. They obviously didn't really put a whole lot of effort into making this look pretty, but it is a functional search. And there is some contact information here if you are trying to get a little more information maybe on the inmate that you might be looking for. So there is more than just this search that's available, but obviously this is sort of convenient relative to making a phone call. So let's click on this. I've put in a pretty generic name here. Let's click submit and see what we get. So they don't send you to a new page. So if you're on mobile or if you're, have a larger resolution, you're going to have to scroll down a little bit to see the results. And you get the name, you have a middle name or initial, and then you have kind of their current status. So inactive obviously means they're not under supervision currently. And then you do have the names of facilities here as well. For some of these, if you hover over the offender ID, let's do this one, you get a photo. I guess that's for those who they do have photos for are in red. So that will help you certainly as you try to search. If we click on one of these ones here for a person who's out, you'll see that there's not a whole lot of information there. This may be someone who was brought in quite a long time ago. It isn't clear on how far back this data goes, but a search like that is not going to help you too much. More helpful, obviously, will be the ones who are currently in prison, where you get a lot more information on their status and on the on the individual. So they do have a larger photo. As you see, it kind of glitches out when we click it. I'm not going to hover over it too much. If you lock onto it, it doesn't blow up into a new page. So Nevada's got a little bit of work to do here to maybe make this a little better, but it serves the purpose, I suppose. So for this particular Michael Smith, you are given demographic information, height, weight, age. They don't give you a date of birth, but the age, it should be enough if you know who you're looking for, as well as the picture. I'm sure that would be helpful. They don't give you prior photos if they've been in prison for a while. Some states do that, so it makes it a little harder. Another thing, the aliases are listed here, so if you know someone by a different name, you'll see it here. However, they don't let you search by alias, which some states do. At least I tried searching for Wizard just for fun, and it didn't populate a result for me. So they don't really give you that option. You are able to see it, but if you don't know someone by their legal name, like if you were looking for Wizard X and you didn't know his real name was Michael Smith, you may have a bit of trouble finding him. Obviously here we have this particular person has quite a list of different crimes and sentences. Some of the information here, I would like it if they had a glossary or something you could click on to explain what all of these mean. But basically, sentencing status or sentence status, sentence minimum relative to the crime. So like for this one, 8 to 20 years, that's the sentencing max. Sentencing, this PED, parole expected date perhaps. So that's the dates given here. Obviously, this is quite a ways into the future for this one. And sentencing, parole release. Maybe this was when they were actually released from this one. The county of sentencing. And then this sentencing, maybe this is the expected date. So this is a little later. I'm assuming this is kind of like the max maybe date. And then this is the starting date. So you can, it doesn't really break it down for you. Some of these obviously are running consecutively. Some are going to be concurrent. But anyway, I guess the most important thing is these dates, the later dates where you can actually see, when they might be, expected to get out. Let's see. These are past parole hearings, and you can see where those were. I don't know whether they give you that information as a heads up. Let's take a look at somebody who's maybe getting out sooner. and see if they tell you in advance. Most states do give you the ability to kind of sign up so that you can get notifications if there are parole dates coming up. You may be able to contact Nevada directly to get that information if that's available to you. On our site, we do have a link for other types of offender searches. You'll see that link below. We also have the link to this page, as well as some information on the facilities in Nevada, other types of info that would be helpful if you're looking for a Nevada inmate. So be sure to check that out. Thanks so much for watching.